Alright guys, Hunter and Dan here. We'll be filming our tackle today because one, it's really late, right?
Yeah.
We won't be able to do it in fishing, and it's freezing outside. So we're not doing any fishing till ice fishing season.
27 degrees.
Maybe we'll just cast, but that's about it. So yeah, we're gonna go over our stuff today. My stuff first. Then we'll go over Dan's because he has a lot of stuff. So, I don't have that much stuff, as you can kind of tell. I have like 2 bait casters and 1 spinning reel. I just kind of borrow Dan's stuff sometimes, but I do have my own tackle.
Sometimes.
Okay, Dan, maybe most of the time. But we'll go over my stuff and then we'll go over Dan's stuff. So, alright, so we're going over my tackle as you'll see in the intro. But so this is my spinning rod, as you can tell. It is a Daiwa Samurai, cheap rod, 25 bucks on sale, but it's a nice rod. 5 bearings, 5 2-to-1 reel, 4,000 size with 12-pound monofilament on it, and low visibility grain. I have a shaky head on it, right here, green pumpkin, finesse worm by Zoom, with a little 1/4 ounce jig. And then I use the Palomar knot most of the time because it's fast and easy to tie, and it's one of the strongest knots out there. But I do use the improved clinch and the regular clinch knot depending on my situation. But to get back to the rod, it's a 6'6" medium action rod. It is a 2-piece because I do go kayak fishing and I do put him in cars most of the time. But it's just easier to use. I do recommend 1-pieces only because they're stronger in my opinion. They have a better backbone, but 2-pieces will get you fine if you travel. And then that's it for this rod. Now my next rod, this is my Daiwa Laguna 100 HS. I got it in a combo with a Triforce, a Daiwa Triforce rod. That was a 7-foot medium action rod. But I slammed the door on that rod tip and it broke. So I don't have that rod anymore. But I have 14-pound low vis green on this, excuse me. And then it is a 7:1 gear ratio with 6 ball bearings. And then this is a Quantum Tenacity rod. It has an IM7 blank, which is nice. It's better than the IM6, as you can probably tell. It's a 6'6", 1-piece rod, medium action. That's about it for this rod. I got tied onto it a 1/2 ounce jig, football head jig, with a Zoom Chunk Jr. trailer on it. And that's about it for this reel. For my really nice reel, this is my Bass Pro Shops Bionic Blade. It's a 6'6" medium action rod. It's a really nice rod. I believe it's $75. It does say for topwater and for jerk baits, but it doesn't really matter. It's a good all-around rod. I have the Bass Pro Shops Pro Qualifier. This reel was $100. It is a 9 bearing, I believe. Let me check. Yep, 9 bearings. It is a 6'4" and I have 12-pound Stren fluorocast fishing line on it. Right now, I have a drop shot tied to it because it does have a really fast tip. It's not extra fast, but it is fast and it is soft, so you can detect bites pretty well. So that's the only reason I have the drop shot on it, or else I would be using a spinning rod. But I just have a Mustad long shank hook, and then I just have a Zoom tube on here with a little 1/4 ounce teardrop weight. And that's about it for my rods. So let's move on to my tackle. Alright, so this is my tackle box. It is the Bass Pro Shops Extreme Qualifier $350 for 3,500 size plano boxes. Inside of it comes with 5 boxes, 3,500 sizes, I already said. It's a nice tackle box. It's pretty cheap. I think it was like $35, but I'd like a smaller bag because I do bank fishing and I also kayak fish. So it just goes right on the back of my kayak, really easy. But we'll go over my boxes in here. Pretty much I got my catfish hooks, and then I have my crappie and panfish stuff. And I do have some flies because I couldn't really find another box for that. That's that box. This is kind of, I have 2 spinner baits, and then, no, 2 1/4 ounce spinner baits, my bad, and a 3/8 ounce spinner bait. I'm not gonna take them out because they're pretty boring. It's just, you know, little spinner baits, nothing special. If you want a more in-depth review of all of them, I will do it. Leave it in the comments. And then I have a Z-Man original chatterbait. Looks like one of my little thingies got in there for my Bitsy bug. But comes with the Lazatech trailers. It's really nice. This is a 3/8 ounce. Most of my skirts ripped off because I did catch a catfish on this. The first fish I caught on it, surprising enough. But that's that. Then I have a bunch of mini lures, like mini jerk baits, because I do fish in rivers most of the time. Then I got little crankbaits, more little crankbaits, little popper. Do have a cricket and a crawfish, crayfish, however you guys say it, I don't care.
Mud bug.
And then that's an empty box because I don't have that much tackle. This is kind of my bass crankbaits, I guess, and frogs. This is a Bandit Lures. It's a deep diver in spring frog color. It's nice. I've caught a lot of bass on this. Then that would go back in there. Good enough. All right. This is a Strike King KVD 1.5. It is a silent crankbait, which is nice when you're fishing in high fished ponds, heavy pressured ponds. It is nice. It dives 2 to 5 feet, I believe. The hooks are definitely sharp, but they're not the best hooks. The only thing I didn't like about this is that they use the exact same mold, as you can tell, because they still have like the eyes, and they just paint the eyes on the back. That's one thing I didn't really like about it, but they did a nice paint job on it, so I really don't care. This is and this is in chili claw color, my bad. Then this is the Strike King KVD 1.5. It's a nice lure, but the only fish I caught on this was a catfish. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's not the right color. It is a natural bream color, but it isn't their bluegill color. But it should work anyways. I don't know why it didn't work, but I just haven't fished it enough, and I haven't caught anything on it. But it is a nice lure. It's made nice. It has red eyes. It's got okay hooks. It dives 2 to 5 feet, like I said on the other one. And it's in real bream color. That's that one. This lure is really nice though. I'll definitely recommend this one to you. It is the Rebel Bluegill. It dives, I would say, like 1 to 3 feet. But it is a square bill, as these two are too. It has just a really nice pattern on it. It has really nice texture on it. They like raised the scales, and they just did an overall really good job on it. It does have some rattle to it. The hooks are gold, so it gives it that extra little flash. And it's just, overall, it's a great lure. I do recommend that one. Here, I have a Copper's Live Target Frog. It's a nice frog. It is small, so if you fish in ponds, this is a really good frog to use. It looks really nice. Live Target usually does a good job on all their lures. They did pair up with coppers just because Live Target is more of a hard bait, not really a soft body, hollow body frog. But they did a really nice job on it. Nice hooks. Like I said, it is really good for pond fishing. This color, it's a nice color, but I would really only use it for sunny days because it does have the white belly. But I would go for more of a bullfrog color. They have one, I believe it's like a brown green. That looks really nice, and I do recommend that color, but this is a good color too. Then here I have Strike King Sexy Frog. A lot of good reviews on this frog, so I did pick it up, but it is definitely a lot bigger and beefier than, as you can tell, the Strike King Coppers Live Target frog, my bad. And definitely a lot beefier. But it's a nice frog. It's glossy too. It has a little bit of rattle in it. I don't know why, but it does. It's there. So I don't know if that really helps at all, but it does. But their legs are really long, like their skirt's really long. It's a nice frog overall, but I don't know, haven't caught anything on it. It's really big. So the pond I fish in, small bass, big lure, so it doesn't really work too well. But I would, if I were you, I would trim up the skirt to be about an inch, about like here-ish. I think it looks better in the water. Doesn't look so huge and intimidating to bass. I feel like you get more bites on it that way. I just haven't done it yet, so. And then that's it for that box. A little more in depth with that box, but here's kind of my bass tournament tackle. Drop shot hooks. Here I got some Owner Wacky hooks. These are 2/0. I like 2/0 for Wacky because they are bigger and they provide a better hookup ratio, I believe. I have some split shots, some snaps. I wouldn't use swivels when bass fishing, but snaps you can get away with. Here, tube hooks. Then these, when you're done using a Senko and it's all ripped up because you have your Wacky hook in there, cut the ends off, because if you fish Ned rigs, you can just put them on, and it's a better way to reuse your baits. Here I have some live bait hooks, some bait holder worm hooks and stuff, just little eagle claws. Here I have my fluke hooks, or swim bait hooks, whatever you want to call them. But little screw lock. As you can see, the hook's kind of bent. I think it helps like hook the fish better, rotate in its mouth. These are 2/0, I believe, too. I have some drop shot weights or whatever, little teardrop weights. And then I have my my bullet weights. These are 1/4 ounce here. These are 3/16 ounce. And that's it for the tackle. We'll go over soft plastics now. Alright, so these are the Z-Man Finesse TRDs. They're in California crawl color. These are for the Ned rig, as you can see. They are Lazatex, so they do stretch really far, and it keeps the bait durable. So if you're cheap like me, and you like to catch a lot of fish, these will do it.
Maybe you should show the stretch after.
Here, let's restart. If I put this here, it seems to look good there.
Yeah.
Alright, sit down there. Just for a second, just to see if they can see us.
Why don't you clean this table?
And then I can just edit that part out, us getting up.